I'm Dave, and this is my cage. Okay, it's been a little while, but Dave's here, we're in the cage, and something come up recently with a customer, and I thought it needed to be clarified a little bit. And again, as I go through this, you'll see why I want to clarify it. We're going to talk about the 62 TE today, and we're going to talk about the solenoids. There was a solenoid block, a TCC solenoid that happened to be a VFS. That VFS, variable force solenoid, got construed to EPC. Again, because it's the only one you could buy, wasn't that big of a deal. Fast forward to today, the TCC VFS and the true EPC is now available. So let me just show you this real quick on the valve body. TCC, solenoid block, and then there's a pressure transducer. And this solenoid here, which is part of the solenoid block, is the true EPC. This is a variable force solenoid for the lockup. So again, one little screw, and I had it loose just for the sake of speed. That's Transtar number 132425. It is a variable force solenoid for the lockup. I've been online and I have seen this called the EPC. No, it is not. It is a variable force solenoid for lockup. 132425. And again, all well and good until just recently when this true EPC, the line pressure solenoid, become available. And again, if your unit's fried and it's full of metal and it's got 1,000,000 miles on it and all that, your best bet is to just change the solenoid block. Best way to do it. You don't have to worry about what's inside. Now, that being said, how do you get this? So, the one that sits here on the side, you pull it out, it's got a little bracket, takes one little screw to hold it in. This is a variable force solenoid for the TCC, controls lockup. The true EPC is right here in the valve body, and it's never been available separate. It's always been part of the block, still can't go to the dealer and buy it. So that being said, now that this gem is available, 132431, the TCC 132425. So, how do you get at this bad boy? First of all, let me say, if the unit's got 1,000,000 miles on it, it's full of trash, been heated to death, through metal, just buy a solenoid block, save yourself time. If it's a fairly clean unit, you got a low pressure problem or something, could it be the EPC? We'll see. So again, there are torque screws on the top of this plate, and again, you don't even have to remove the solenoid block from the valve body to do this. So you take out, and again, they don't let me play with power tools, so I gotta use hand tools. I had some of this done before. Kind of reckless a little bit, I reckon. So what you do is you take out all these screws. And when you do that, you lift this plate, and be careful in here. There is a rebuild kit for these that will change some of the rubbers in there, the brass contact, and it's got springs. So you take all the springs out. You're going to have little brass guides in here for the bolts. And what you want to do after you get the top cover off is you get up under here and you remove what I'll call the connector plate. And again, here's the nice little caps that go in. You got your brass plunger, go in that way, You got your little cap over the top of it, blah, blah, blah. So again, here's your EPC. Here's your other shift solenoids in here, still not available separate. So now, to get this out, after you take that out, you have to push in on it a little bit. And you pull out these little pins. There's 2 of them. 2 little pins. Then this solenoid will just come right out. The reason you have to push in, it has a little dish spring washer on there that keeps tension so the pins just don't fall out in production. Again, this 132431 is the EPC. It is the line pressure solenoid. Again, do not confuse it with the TCC VFS. Again, before this was available, you could call this whatever you want because it was the only one you could get. Now that you can get both, please don't call this TCC the EPC. Okay, again, both are available. EPC 132431, TCC 132425. You can get them at transcend.us or call your TransStar sales rep and give a chat, and I know they like to talk to you guys anyway. Again, happy building. Thanks for listening. Okay, there's your Transcend. I've literally been working my off. And it took me a little while because they were in my wife's purse. So anybody that's married kind of knows that a little bit. But in case you ever get stressed out with trannies, you can just sit and kind of like do it. One other thing these are good for, CVT pulleys. After you spread them apart and you want to chain on and you don't want to twist the belt, you jam these into the pulleys, jam it right in there and it'll hold them open and you just pop it out. Again, not just for advertising, but it's an actual tool. Great thinking, Transcend. How about that? I even put a little blip in there for them.
That's called that's a pro tip right there.
Yeah.